Hi, hello. Nice to meet you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host Ian, and today I'm gonna try doing this intro in a clearer voice than usual because it turns out I can't really talk. Sometimes when I record, I end up listening back to it and it sounds like I'm literally speaking gibberish. And sometimes I talk so fast it doesn't even sound like I'm saying words. Everything ends up slurring together and it kind of makes the whole video messy, and that's probably how I'm gonna do the rest of this video, but I figured for this intro, let's give you guys a clear voice of mine. You know, I'm done with that. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing today, which is actually Tuesday, not Wednesday, I watched the first 3 episodes of Tokyo Ghoul, and that show is interesting. I won't say it's amazing or I love it just yet, but it's pretty good, and I am just slowly turning myself into an anime fan. If you go back to the very first public video, that's a time when I only had watched Attack on Titan and no other animes. But gotta join the hip kids, you know, it's what the cool kids do nowadays. And I feel like today's gonna be a pretty short video, you know, it's 1 a.m. for me, so let's get this done. Urine trouble. Woman accused of dousing senior with urine during food fight. You know, I've always wanted to be in or start a food fight, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if this is what I want to go through. And why the old man, bro? He probably doesn't even have the arms to throw anything. Surely he was not the one who chucked a bottle of mayonnaise at your head. And how do you even get that? Like, do you just quickly pee in a bucket or something? Surely you're not just carrying a bottle of piss with you. That means you must have been like, I don't have any food. What's the next best thing? Oh, I guess I'll just throw my piss at some old guy. And looking at it, bro, that old dude must have been angry, bro, because her eunuch is stretched. Looks like he picked her up by the shirt and threw her. And is it just me or does she look dazed and disgusted at the same time? It looks like someone off screen just showed her the footage of her pissing in a bucket and just throwing it on some old guy, and she's just like, why did I do that? I was so drunk. She looks like she's trying to deny it, like she's almost surprised, bro. It looks like she's faking being shocked right now. A Tamarack woman is accused of throwing a plate of dinner and a cup of urine at her 65-year-old senior relative during a domestic dispute, according to Broward Sheriff's Office deputies. At a 65-year-old dude, bro? Something tells me no 65-year-old trying to get a golden shower. And she had it in a cup too, like she had it ready. And she was related to this dude. Bro, if I threw urine at my uncle grandpa, I would actually get exiled out of the family. I would never come to Thanksgiving again. And can we talk about how fugly Uncle Grandpa is? Bro, I hate that guy. Not the time or the place, actually. But when else do you have urine in a cup besides the doctor? Like, go piss in this cup for me. We're gonna take a DNA test real quick. There's only 5 other places you pee, and let me explain them to you real quick. Number 1, I think we can all guess, is the toilet. Everyone pees in the toilet. Come on. Secondly, second most popular choice, I'm gonna go with the shower. I think everybody's peed in the shower. At least every guy. If you're a woman and you haven't peed in the shower, I kind of get it, but every single guy, come on, all of us have peed in the shower, come on. And the third most common place, in my opinion, I think I'm gonna give it to the bush. I think most people have peed in a bush. I mean, come on, you're on a 10-hour road trip, you can't find anywhere to stop, you gotta just pee in the bush, come on. And now is when things start to get spicy, ladies and gentlemen. And for our 4th place, ladies and gentlemen, the 4th most common place to pee, and in my opinion, the most enjoyable place to pee, is definitely the pool. Dude, and I'm also gonna include with it the beach and the ocean too, definitely popular. You know, just generally big bodies of water that are public to the people and, you know, can swim in your pee. And next up on my list here, we got some honorable mentions, ladies and gentlemen. These ones didn't make the cut, but I feel like they're very common, very popular, and I think they're very, very classy. For honorable mention number 1, I'm gonna go with the Fortnite battle bucket. You know, dude, everybody's done it, bro. Every gamer. You just need to go real quick, but you're already queued, bro. You're already dropping. The battle bus took off. You just gotta pee in the, you know, Pepsi bottle that's on your desk, bro. And if you're real meta, here's how you do it. You don't even wear pants, all right? You're wearing your underwear or your boxers, right? So you can just open up the hole that's in them, stick your penis out, and pee directly through a cut hole in your chair and into the bucket, bro. That is the meta setup. And for our second and last honorable mention, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go with the bed. Yo, we need to move on. According to a Broward Sheriff's Office arrest report, deputies responded on July 19 to a residence after receiving a 911 call about an active domestic disturbance. Dispatchers were told the woman, later identified as Stephanie Lindsay, 28, was throwing objects while a male relative attempted to break up the fight. Sounds like it was a pretty small food fight. And she's 28, bro. If you're 28 and you throw objects to solve your arguments, you're actually just a puss. I just wonder what food they were throwing, though. I mean, you're 28, bro. You're basically a grandmother. What could you have thrown? Like a cup of oatmeal and some bananas or something? And fighting your family is just ultra cringe because now you're just never gonna have a good relationship with them ever again. This changes though. Direct family heals pretty easily, but if it's not completely direct family, if it's relatives, then bro, it is hard once you throw food at them. But at the same time, like, it's family, bro. Why are you calling 911? It's the right thing to do. But personally, if my family was throwing food at each other, I'd just tackle one of them. And especially if you're throwing food, I'd just tackle you out of spite. When deputies arrived, they found family members arguing. One witness told investigators the victim was covered with food and found urine after attempting to separate Lindsay from the victim. This sounds like a two-person food fight. This is lame. But this answers some questions, some very important ones at that. If she was on one main side of the food fight, like by herself, right? Her and versus another person, then she wouldn't have time to just pull her pants down and pee without anyone just stopping her. That means she had a cup of pee prepared, bro. And I don't even think they mailed that to doctors. Like, I don't think a doctor asks you to send a urine sample in the mail. They just do it in person. I guess that is the most likely answer. But also, if that's not the answer, then she just had a cup of pee with her. Just like, she had it stocked. Like a poison grenade, bro. You just throw it, it splashes on everybody, infects all of them. You bite somebody real hard and then you like kick off them with a backflip, land, and then throw the piss bottle at them and it explodes on their wounds and infects them. How did they figure out it was urine? Like, when the cup broke, did everybody just smell the absolute reek of it? She threw her plate of food too. Like, was it with her? Like, was it like the mug sitting next to her had her pee in it? Was she just eating her peas with a side of pee? Get it? Eating the peas, washing it down with pee, and throwing both of them at somebody. But that doesn't make sense either, because if that's the case, then people would be able to smell it from the mug. And you're definitely not drinking your own pee. At least I hope not. But I don't know. When you're crazy enough to just throw your piss at somebody, then like, I wouldn't be surprised if you're also crazy enough to drink it yourself. Investigators said the dispute began when the victim prepared dinner and asked Lindsay if she wanted to eat. According to the report, Lindsay became upset, started yelling, grabbed a plate of food and threw it at the victim, then threw a cup containing urine, splashing it across the victim's face and body. Bro, I would be so angry. You just pick up a piss bottle and throw it at me in your argument, bro, and it hits my face. It gets a little bit on my lips and my mouth. It gets in my nose and my eyes, bro. I would actually just tackle you and beat the crap out of you. You would be left no face, bro. You'd be blood covered. You want to cover my face in your piss? I'll cover your face in the blood from my knuckles. But dude, all she said was, do you want dinner? Or they, rather than she, actually. What could there possibly to be mad about it? They just cooked you a meal and they're like, do you want to eat? Ugh, why would you say that to me? I hate it when people ask me if I'm hungry, regardless of what anyone said that she was about to erupt. Like, what do you mean? They just asked, do you want to eat dinner? And she outraged, bro. She crashed out. Did they think she was just drinking lemonade or something, though? Like, some sweet tea, and then they just absolutely get doused in pee. They smell it. They're like, oh, I would just straight up disown you from the family. You would not be part of my blood lineage anymore. Delete you from every family tree. Take every picture frame of you off the wall, bro. What do you mean I just cooked you a 5-course meal with a nice juicy steak medium rare and you throw your pee at me? According to the report, no reason was given why there was urine in a cup. Were they just not able to explain it? They were like, so why did she throw her pee at you? They were like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know why she had it in the first place. Does she do this often? Or like, no. And honestly, I don't even know where she got it. I don't even know if it's her pee. Oh, dude, I would crash out so hard if it was the dog's pee. Or maybe it was the other way around. Like, maybe the family was just too embarrassed to tell them why they had pee in a cup. Before every meal, we as a family do a ritual and a tribute to where we pee all in the same time in one cup and decide to drink it all, as, you know, thank you for the meal. Some crazy stuff like that. They ask him like why there was pee in the cup. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing to see here. The report states Lindsay continued the confrontation by repeatedly punching the victim as she attempted to call her granddaughter. A family member later intervened, prompting Lindsay to leave the home on foot before deputies arrived. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta get my sister and my brother to talk to the police. I am not talking to them face to face. I would be in the shower. And why would she try and call her granddaughter like she was ever gonna be on her side? I don't know about you guys, but if my grandma called me and she was like, hey, I'm about to go to jail because I just, you know, threw my pee at some guy. You know, he's in our family too. I threw pee at your uncle. You know, can you help me out here? Like, can you bail me or something? No, bro, you made that problem yourself. But that's just nasty now. Not like you're holding your phone and you were punching the guy that you threw your piss on, which means now you just have piss covered knuckles. Oh, you got piss on your hands and now you're like holding your phone up to your ear, gets in your hair. Oh, and people don't sanitize their phones. Oh, and on top of all that, you just leave the home, probably in your car, which means now you got pee on your steering wheel, on your door handle, on the inside and the outside. You haven't washed your hands because you just left the house. Dude, are we joking? If I had the insider knowledge to know that this person did this, I would never touch them ever again. I wouldn't even handshake them with gloves, bro. Authorities said Lindsay later contacted dispatch to say she was returning to the residence to meet with deputies. She was detained upon arrival. That's an automatic tase, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you did nothing wrong. You didn't try and resist. In fact, you're turning yourself in. But if I'm the cop, I'm not coming near you, bro. I'm just gonna tase you and arrest you from afar. There's no way I'm getting you to put your hands behind your back and then put handcuffs on your hands for you. Nah, bro. You're putting those handcuffs on yourself. And no way am I taking them off and taking them back, putting them down in my pocket, bro. No, I'd rather use like disposable handcuffs. I'll put a zip tie around your wrists. I don't know if she thought it was like the power of family, like everyone's just gonna forgive her for doing this or whatever, but like, nah, bro. If you assault someone, especially with your pee, you're just going to jail. It doesn't really matter. Lindsay was arrested and transported to the Broward County main jail. Yeah, I mean, at least there they probably made her wash her hands. I wonder how long that is though. Like, imagine she gets 2 years for assaulting somebody, but literally all it was she just threw her piss at somebody. Like in the grand scheme of things, that's not a huge crime. But like all she did was throw her piss at somebody and she has to stay in jail for 6 months. Like that would suck. And the only people to bail you out is your family, but they're definitely not doing that anymore because guess what? You just threw your pee at them and ruined your whole relationship with your family. And something tells me when you look as on crack as this lady, you don't have the money to bail yourself out. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of today's video. I was actually lying. It didn't end up being a short one. It ended up being a nice sized one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys seriously for the support, bro. My average viewers are growing for each video and it's just amazing. It's so lovely seeing all the comments, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you got any entertainment or any joy out of this video, then I'm so happy because I did my job and it's been amazing seeing you all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host Ian. I'm talking really fast right now. IL12 link, Discord in the description. Watch the streams too. I might be streaming on YouTube live soon. Keep out an eye for those and I will see you all later, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host Ian and I repeated this intro like 4 times already because I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. So I'll catch you guys later. See ya.